Hey, it's Rob. Welcome to Axel's Garage. Today we are out here with the Little Big Dummies 2005 Avalanche, and we have what we have diagnosed as the dreaded valve cover PCV oil consumption issue that plagues most of the 5.3 LS style Chevy engines. This one in 2005, we didn't have a problem until we had the engine out. Cam did put a set of heads on it. Nothing crazy going on with the engine. It's pretty much a stock replacement. We just, we regassed it. Cam and lift is just a tow cam and a fresher set of heads on it. And then all of a sudden we're getting the PCV through the valve cover oil burning. And I believe that came because we sent out all the stuff we took apart to a machine shop, and they put the valve covers in the parts washer. And I think what happened was they loosened up all the gunk that was in that back baffled channel in the valve cover, and that came down and clogged anyway for the oil to get out. And I think that's why we're having the problem after we put the engine back together and back in. And we never had the problem initially when we bought this truck. It wasn't smoking or consuming any oil that we could see coming out the tailpipe. So the valve covers were fine before, and they're not after. So I'm thinking that parts washing, they put them in those, it's pretty much just like a commercial dishwasher, spraying whatever that fluid is that cleans it. It's probably a biodegradable fluid, so it doesn't work great as far as, getting the gunk out, and it, probably chipped it all off and now clogged everything with stuff because we didn't have the problem before. So I'm gonna take the valve cover off, and then we'll see what we have after the valve cover comes off. So pulling the valve cover off here, you can see it's a little scourgy in there. I don't know why. I don't know if this is still assembly lube, but it's an oily, almost Vaseline-like consistency. The head is spotless. So this valve cover here is a 125704227 part number. It's not the redesign, because the redesign has a rectangular opening here with a shroud on it to stop oil from getting in there. The drain holes appear to be fairly open, but look at the back weep hole here. That back weep hole is completely clogged. Right, that's that one right there. So completely clogged. So there's oil getting behind here, and the oil is not making its way all the way out. Now, I don't know about this stuff here. I don't know why, if this is assembly lube from when we put it together, but this is not in the valve train. It's only in the top of the valve cover. I don't know if it's moisture, because we really haven't been running it for a long time. I mean, we warm it up and I go to work. It's only a mile or two away, and then come back home. Maybe I put a couple of miles a day on it. Never really runs fully warm for a while, so I don't know if that's just moisture that hasn't washed out, or it's assembly lube that hasn't completely washed out yet. We only have a couple 100 miles on it, but this is the valve cover as it came off. Now the head is spotless. There's none of this stuff on anything on the rocker arms or anywhere in the head. There is oil, pooled in the corner of the head, and I'll show you that quick. So you see down on the head, there's none of that residue in the head at all, but in the back corner you can see that's where the oil sits, because there's nowhere for it to drain. So some does sit back there, which is normal, but it's spotless in there. Everything looks to be fine. All the rocker arms, have oil residue, fresh oil residue in them, but there's none of that white scourgy stuff. It's just clean motor oil. So we definitely have a clog in this valve cover. Now, can we try to fix it? Yeah, we could. However, I think the early valve cover, which I'm gonna try, and I'll show you that in a minute. I think the early valve cover, actually, what I'll show you when I first grabbed the early valve cover that I had It's a set that came on the heads that I bought for this engine on Facebook Marketplace before we put it back in. So I had them in the back of the truck with all the spare parts. Wasn't planning on making a video, so I started looking at it and then started videoing my phone. So here's the clips of where we were at with that valve cover, and then this is from earlier in the week, and then we'll catch up today back to the future. All right, so I got this valve cover here that you can see. It's pretty clean inside. It came on a set of used heads I bought on Facebook to put on the Big Dummies Avalanche. What is that? 1256183 is going to be the GM part number. And then it's got those, I'm going to call them date castings, 0203. And it is the kind that has the removable, interchangeable PCV valve. So I'm gonna Google the number, but I think this is like an 03 style. I know the 01s have a traditional PCV valve, and some of the 02s have a traditional one, and then 03 it has like looks like a PCV valve that's replaceable, but it's really just an orifice. There's no spring-loaded little check valve in it. So you got the small weep hole here for the oil, but this one's got the slits in it, right? It's got 4 of them, and then it's also got 4 holes that's going to let oil in. But these holes, if you notice where they are, they're directly under the scallop, so that's between a set of rocker arms. So there's no rocker arm here flinging oil. None here flinging oil. None here flinging oil. Now, I've had a bunch of 03 Suburbans, and I've never had an oil consumption problem related to the PCV valve. So I think if this is an 03, like I'm guessing it could be, 02 or 03, I think this is going to solve my problem just using this one. Once I clean it out, you could see, I'm doing this on my phone because I wasn't planning on making a video, but you can see there's some scourge in here and some scourge in here. But I think if I clean all this out, I don't even think I'm going to need to drill. I mean, I could put a hole up in there, or maybe just pry this to make that opening a little bigger so scourge doesn't fall in here from within. Because there's really no good way to clean out anything in there. But I'm going to try to clean this up. Definitely going to enlarge this hole. But I'm going to try to clean this up and see what we get from it. Alright, so working back on this, I opened up these holes. You see how they're a little open. Here's the factory one. Right, it's real close to the actual aluminum part of the cover. But you can see this one is now opened up a little bit, and I'll show you what I did. I took a pick, I came in here, and I kind of grabbed it in the middle, trying to do this one hand, and then I grabbed it on the corner, and I'm just prying up just gently in between each of my little pry points, and I work my way around until I got a little bit of lift in it, and then I come in with a small flat blade screwdriver, and I come in and I just pry it up a little bit to open that hole up so that any sludge or scourge is not going to clog these holes, because there's not a lot of clearance there. And then when I'm all done opening them up nice, then we'll clean it out. So I pulled out the studs and the grommet from the other side. You can see they're almost like a rusty scourge on the grommet. But and I flipped the valve cover back over, and what do I have? Yep, you got some of that residue sitting right. You can see a little flake sitting right in front of the hole. So that's some of the problem, is you get this scourge that flakes off, and it's going to start clogging the hole. So now I'm I got these nice. Right, nice and opened up. No need to drill holes there. And I'm just going to open this up a little bit. The drains don't look clogged at all. However, the weep hole in the corner is completely clogged. So I think my theory is correct that this is filled, this whole cavity is filled with scourge from when they had it in the parts washer and it ran down and it never made it out of here. So I'm going to try that other valve cover that's got more drains in it and see if that helps out. All right, so here is my 2002 valve cover, which is part number 125-61823. And you can see it has an opening for crankcase gases to enter this channel behind this baffle to get out to the PCV system. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4 slots from the factory. So now by looking at the scallops here, this opening is in between each set of rocker arms. So you got 2, 4, 6, 8. The rocker arms are going to sling oil like this, all right? And it really shouldn't fill up in here. This one up here, the newer version, which is dated in 04, I guess. The year date is February of 04. Based on the date code on this one, has a bigger hole. It's in the right spot, but it's a bigger hole. And it's got 2 of those oval drains. And it's got a very small area for the PCV. See, this one has a nice big one. This one has a small one. Am I off camera here? So this one's got a big one. This one's got a small one. And that little tiny weep hole is completely clogged. So on this one, has a bigger weep hole, and I made it bigger. So I even enlarged it a little bit more to make sure the oil drains. I also grabbed these all with a pick and then with a small pocket screwdriver and just open them up a little bit to be sure that oil would drain through there. Now, if this is clean and nothing clogs it up, oil also makes it through this area, because when I ran cleaning solvent through, it would drip down through here as well. So this is just riveted in. It's not sealed here. So the only thing that could stop the oil from draining out of this channel is gunk. And so we got a big drain hole here. The oil will drain out of the side of that, and all this, I let it soak with seafoam for the better part of a week. Just let the seafoam eat at it and get everything out, and then I thoroughly washed it out as best I could, and I'm happy that everything is clear. You can see in here even, it's coming up on camera, it's nice and clean in here. There is a little residual burnt on sludge, but it's very, very minimum, and I think this is going to solve our problem. So what we need to do is pull this gasket out of the channel. This is a brand new gasket. We should be able to reuse that with no problem, and these studs have brand new grommets as well, so we should be able to reuse those with no problem also. So let me get that stuff transferred over, and we'll take it from there. All right, so we got our new valve cover on. So we're getting a new PCV valve, which really isn't a valve. It's just an orifice. It's a reducer and a grommet, because these earlier valve covers, you can use a replaceable PCV valve, an actual valve, which they used in 2000, 2001, 2002. Then in 2003 and 4, they went to a replaceable PCV orifice, and then sometime in 04, halfway through the model year or so and up, they have a fixed orifice in the valve cover, which is what we took off. So we're going to put this replaceable one in, see how that does. Okay, so I have it running a little rough right now because it's got a small vacuum leak, because I have a PCV valve connected to the hose but not in the valve cover. And the reason for that is there is a lot of residual oil that's going to be in my intake from it sucking so much oil up. So what I got about 4 ounces of Berryman's B12 in a little glass jar, and I'm going to take my glass jar and my PCV valve orifice, and I'm just going to suck a little up, not enough to make the engine stall, it stutters. And just try to clean some of that oil out of the passageways where it's probably sitting right now. Alright, so I sucked it all out and went into the intake. Alright, so I put some seafoam in the other side as well, just to make sure that that was clear. Put some in this vacuum tube, and hopefully I got enough in the intake to over the next couple days wash all that oil residue out. And I'm not going to end the video here. I'm going to drive it for a couple days and report back to you on whether this fix is fixed or not. Be back in a couple days. So I know I said I'd be back in a couple of days, and it's actually been 3 months. So we drove Jeff for 3 months, but we knew immediately that the oil consumption or the oil burning issue was completely fixed, because every startup thereafter there was never any blue smoke. Driving at a constant steady speed or stable engine vacuum and then lifting off the throttle when we would see some more blue smoke puffing out the tailpipe, or that bluish white smoke. It wasn't a heavy blue smoke, but it was a bluish smoke. There was a tinge of blue to it. It did smell a little oily. Completely gone. From day one, after I shut it down and cleaned up my tools making this video, the next startup, nothing. So putting that seafoam through, cleared out whatever residual oil was in there, problem fixed. Why GM did that to the valve covers and changed the design, made it worse, and then came up with a redesign instead of just going back to the original design, which works. And I just proved that it works because we got it in there. There's no issues whatsoever. And if we ever do take the valve cover off on the passenger side, I'm going to probably put that 2002 or 2003 valve cover also on the passenger side, because it just seems, the design seems to be better. However, there is some issues that will come in some future videos, because like I said, this video is kind of back a ways. We're 3 months behind. 3.5 months behind in getting the videos out there, and we did experience some other issues with this Avalanche, trying to make it right for the little big dummy so he can go to school in August. And it's early July, and we've experienced some serious issues that we have to address, and we're going to be doing that this weekend coming up, and there'll be more videos to come. But this fixes this one. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below if you've had a similar situation in your GMT 800 vehicle, or any really LS powered vehicle that had these valve cover redesign PCV issues. Thanks for watching.